the starting group for the Thunder. Dort and Holmgren make up the forwards. SGA and Wallace are the backcourt. And it's Hartenstein in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Jazz, we've got Lauri Markkanen, George out there with Sviatoslav Mikhailu. Then it's Bailey, and it's Nurkic in at the 5, down low. And coming into this game, Grant, is it fair to say this feels like it should be a blowout?
Well, on paper, that would be the assumption. But, B.A., this is why we play the games. Anything can happen, and any team can pull off an upset.
SGA passes to Wallace. Screen by Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. Wallace misses. And here's Markkanen. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Well, they put up a nice win against Chicago last time out.
And they were aggressive. I mean, they went at their opponent, showing they belong.
Puts up a 3. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Well, this has always been Lauri Markkanen's calling card, right? A 7-footer who can space the floor with that three-point shooting ability.
George against Gilgeous-Alexander. Uses the glass on the layup.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other. Bang, bang. Doesn't get much simpler than that.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. So it's Oklahoma City now. It's a 3-point game, and this is the first season matchup for them against this Utah team.
Last year shows that having the better overall record doesn't mean you're going to dominate the lesser opponent.
Here's Bailey. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Markkanen, the pass to George. Nurkic, a screen on Dort. Here's George. Hartenstein pulls it in. Oklahoma City has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Here's Holmgren. Dort for 3. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Well, you see Hartenstein using both the size and the strength to his advantage. Nicely done.
George passes to Markkanen. Back to George. Nurkic, a screen on SGA. To the paint. And Nurkic throws it down.
This is about first setting a tremendously good screen by Nurk, then getting off the screen and converting and pick and roll. So good.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, the Jazz have traded away a lot of their veterans. All-star Lauri Markkanen still remains. After a down-shooting season a year ago, perhaps he needs to build his value back up around the league before they would consider moving him.
He can heat up in a hurry. Appreciate the update. Thanks, Shams. And so it's Utah with it, following the bucket by Oklahoma City. Pass to Nurkic. Inside, here's Bailey, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's on Isaiah Hartenstein.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the point.
And Grant, when it comes to pure shot-making ability, scouts love Ace Bailey's natural tools.
Yeah, when he's taking good shots, he can carry the offense. Needs to get a little stronger and clean up a few things, but his upside as a scorer is tremendous.
That one's off. He hits the second from the line. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. And here's SGA. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Trailing by 2. Wallace outside. SGA against George. Shot clock at 6. Over to the wing. The 3 ball. Utah with the rebound. Here's Mikhailuk. He's coming off a 10-point game against Chicago. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Isaiah Hartenstein.
Well, you love the competitiveness you get nightly from Jusuf Nurkic. The other thing you love is commitment to team, willing to back up teammates.
Doris, while he's selective about it, Jusuf Nurkic has added a three-pointer to his game.
I think if you're a big in the modern NBA, you understand that your game is always about adapting to what's next. And listen, you have to be selective if you're just adding this element, but Jusuf Nurkic trying to evolve.
The first free throw is good. The first third of an NBA season, Grant, it sort of sets the foundation for the year's power structure.
Oh, that's so true, B.A. We start to see which teams are elite, who's running the show, and we find out who needs to think about making some changes.
Wiggins, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And the Thunder were already a tough defensive unit, Doris. Went out and got more stoppers last season in Isaiah Hartenstein and Alex Caruso.
It is a prerequisite for Mark Daigneault that you be able to guard your backside off on the defensive end. They lean into their strengths. They were the best of the West in 2024, and then you go out and get better. That front office is first level good. So good.
Utah leading. George feels it out a bit. And George with the jam.
Yes, sir. George with the flush.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Gord outside. Pass to Holmgren. Over Nurkic. No good. A bit long that time. Utah leading by 3. Markkanen left side. George outside. Back to Markkanen. For 3. The Thunder with the rebound. Coming off a win against the Hornets.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
Well, they knew exactly how to approach that defense. They shot a fantastic percentage because they got quality looks.
Pass to Dort. Now here's SGA. He nails it, and we're tied. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Boy, this guy has been absolutely outstanding this quarter. You love what he's doing out there right now.
Markkanen outside. Nurkic a screen on Wiggins. Markkanen for 3. Wallace pulls it in. The Thunder have gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And Nurkic with the block.
Boy, that's great anticipation by Jusuf Nurkic. He saw what they were trying to do and snuffs it out.
Are you serious? That is some power from a point guard.
Oh, I love backcourt players with some ups.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Throw it down on the lob.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Lauri Markkanen is a 7-footer with touch, but he can also attack off the dribble. Referencing comparisons to Dirk Nowitzki, he said, quote, "When someone hits a fadeaway jumper, they say, that's the Dirk. Maybe someday I'll get the drag step to be called the Lauri." Guys, back to you.
That's a sweet move, too. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He played a great game against Charlotte. From deep, Holmgren. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
Pass to Mikhailuk. Utah moving the ball around. Here's Nurkic for 3. George. And no good. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Down low. And stolen by Markkanen. George in the post. SGA covering. And down it goes. 2 points.
He's been on a nice little run in this first quarter. He is laser focused.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for Oklahoma City.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Lots of stretch bigs in the league, Doris. Lauri Markkanen is one of the best at spacing the floor.
What we know, BA, is that sweet shooting bigs with the kind of size that Lauri has are an invaluable tool in the modern game. Lauri can balance that shooting with his off-the-bounce game. He is the prototypical desired big in the league today.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
This guy has absolutely owned this quarter. This is how you lead by example.
Pass to Markkanen. There's the 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 10.
Now this is what Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is capable of. A legit star, and he is cooking.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Let's have a look at the leaderboard now and see the toughest defensive teams in the league these past 10 games. Oklahoma City, number 1.
Well, I just love the tenacity on the defensive end. They have been in lockdown mode.
Jazz trail by 5. Pass to Mikhailuk. Markkanen outside. Here's Bailey. Dort defending. Fades and shoots. Dort grabs the miss.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Wiggins finds SGA. And Keontae George gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul for the Jazz. Filipowski, he's checked in for Bailey. And it's Collier in for Mikhailuk. Then for Oklahoma City, Caruso comes in for Dort. And Mitchell subbed in for Wallace. Now here's Mitchell. He came away with 14 points in his last game. And there's a pick. Just 5 on the clock. No good there, off the double clutch. For Utah, they've gone 6 of 13 so far in this one. And the basket is good.
Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
Oklahoma City leading by 3. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Goes up and lays it in, nice and easy. SGA's got 14.
Well, he's had a one-track mind this quarter, and that is score the basketball.
Pass to Nurkic. Holmgren with the block.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside for Mitchell. That 3's off the mark. Jazz trail by 5. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. Wiggins right side. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Don't judge Holmgren by his size. He does have a passing skill set, finding shooters and getting them the ball.
Pass to Collier. Gilgeous-Alexander against George. Markkanen for 3. Caruso grabs the board.
And his struggles have been apparent, unable to make an impact scoring the ball.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Markkanen. SGA passes to Holmgren. Clock at 6. Outside for SGA. Tries again. The rebound by the Jazz.
Well, that's surprising. This guy is a good mid-range shooter, just can't get it to go.
Here's Collier. Here's Filipowski. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
SGA against George. The kick out to Wiggins. Three-pointer. And can't connect on that one. His first miss. He's 2 of 3 now. Here's Filipowski. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Well, right to the rim. If there's a size advantage, you attack immediately.
SGA deciding where to go with it. They swipe it. Pass to George. And he misses the fast break layup.
And it was a great chance to finish on the break, and he flubs it.
It was right there for him. He'd love to have that one back. That was embarrassing.
Now here's SGA. He's got 14. The jump hook and score it. That now makes him 7 for 11 in this game.
Boy, for the most part, when they have gone through him, he has delivered.
George outside. Six to shoot. Filipowski sets a screen. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. And Mitchell launches it from deep. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Oklahoma City ahead, up 5. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
Well, they came out with a physical presence and made rebounding a priority.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
They've got Collier, and it's Hendricks in at the 4 slot. That's the group for Utah right now. You got to give Isaiah Collier credit. He's a young player who knows his role, Doris.
One of those guys who's easy to play with because his primary job description is facilitator. Give this young man credit for finding open teammates. That certainly endears you to the veterans.
First free throw is good. And last season, the Jazz with the worst record in franchise history, Grant.
Yeah, losing with a plan, though. Utah, such a smart organization. If you're going to tear it down to the studs, do it in a good draft year.
Both shots good from the strike. And one thing about this game, Grant, on any given night, you can see it upset.
Yeah, I mean, BA, it just shows how hard it is to be consistent night in and night out. Every team in the league has quality players. So if you're off your game even just a little, that could be enough to lose it for you.
Here's Hendricks. Here's Filipowski. Boom! He jams it straight down.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Mitchell with the ball. No made baskets yet. Clock at 6. Finally gets one to go. That makes him 1 for 5 in this game.
Now, this is a guy who wants to score, so don't let him catch a rhythm.
Here's Collier. He had 16 in the win against Chicago.
And don't forget the sensational plays he made out there. He saw the court so well, firing perfect passes to teammates for wide open shots.
Now here's Mitchell. It's a 3-point game. To the inside. Williams. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a 3-point play. It goes on Kyle Filipowski. Oklahoma City shooting their first foul shot of the night.
At the line for 1.
about the Thunder? Doris, last season, bringing home the first major professional sports title in the state of Oklahoma.
And what a fan base they have celebrating this historic achievement. And you think about the way this roster was built, through smart draft choices, through player development, and through a young, brilliant basketball coach. This team remains young, they're united, they're together, and it could be the first of many.
Here's Williams, following the bucket by the Jazz. Pass to Wiggins. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. And here's Caruso outside. The rebound by Filipowski. Jazz trail by 4. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. The Thunder have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Here's Mitchell. Pass to Joe. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Off target from outside.
He struggles shooting the rock, yet they're still winning. It's a good thing his teammates have played well.
Here's Collier. Check by Mitchell. Out to the right wing. Here's Sensabaugh. Three-pointer, no good.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And here's Joe. Still without a bucket. Back to Williams. Pass to Mitchell. And there's the drive. And Mitchell with the slam.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. And so Will Hardy calls a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Both teams deciding to change it up. Let's have a look at the teams who have been shooting the ball the most consistently these past 10 games. In third, the Thunder.
Boy, they've been hot. You love to see this kind of offensive execution.
And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Pass to Mikhailuk. And here's Filipowski. Watched by Wallace. Markkanen, the pass to Mikhailuk. Takes it inside. Right wing. Just 2 to shoot. Here's Filipowski. The Thunder with the rebound.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
Let's remember, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is 6'6", so getting on the interior is not a problem.
And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has made the move from star to superstar, Grant.
Well, no question, B.A. He's been a superstar for quite a few seasons now, but he's not satisfied and just continues to elevate his game year after year.
That's good from SGA. Doris, from the 11th pick in 2018, the last year's league MVP. How did Shai Gilgeous-Alexander make that kind of leap?
Well, you don't get there without incredible work habits. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander puts time in the offseason to grow every single aspect of his game. There's also maturity he plays with beyond his years. You can't speed him up. He's a 3-level scorer, and he contributes to one of the most dangerous defenses in the league.
Here's Mikhailuk. He's scoreless. They set a pick. Markkanen from long range. Oh, Markkanen drills the 3.
Whatever the range is, Lauri Markkanen has it. He is such a sweet shooter.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. Here's Collier. He's got 6. Markkanen from long range. The Thunder pull it in.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
Pass to Dort. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's SGA. Back to Dort. And here's Caruso outside. It's hauled in by Collier.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
To the middle. And Markkanen gets it to go on the assist from Collier. Collier's got his third assist of the night. Caruso outside. Dort outside. Caruso up top. It's guarded by Markkanen. The open shot by SGA. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 22 points. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Coach Mark Daigneault talked about the Thunder's system of player development, and he said, we try to do things that serve both the team and the individual, and then it's easier for guys to commit to it. And if that happens, then you have an environment that can be pretty powerful. Guys?
Turning potential into production. Thanks a lot, Allie. Markkanen outside. Here's Collier. He's got 6. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Here's Collier. So far, he's averaging 11 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Markkanen. Launches a 3. He hits it. His 4th make in 10 tries.
I like this trend. He's hit 2 triples this period, has 3 for the game.
Now Gilgeous-Alexander. 22 points for him. SGA, what a finish.
Yeah, teams will try to get physical with SGA, but make sure you understand that wiry frame is big-time strong.
Here's Collier. Markkanen outside. Fires the 3. Hartenstein pulls it in.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
Pass to Caruso. And stolen by Markkanen. To the left side wing. Bailey, the pass to Mikhailuk. Here's Collier. Utah moving the ball around. Markkanen from long range. And his 5th make of the game in 12 attempts.
Hey, he's doing whatever he can right now to pump up his teammates.
So Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Well, Lauri Markkanen comes from a family full of athletes, Grant.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. Lauri's mom and dad were both pro basketball players, and so was one of his brothers. And his other brother is a professional soccer player, so it definitely runs in the family.
The Jazz making a switch here. George is checked in. Holmgren, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Now here's Hartenstein. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Hornets in Charlotte.
It wasn't just the scoring. He got others involved, too.
Now here's Wallace. 5 to shoot. Pass to Dort. And here's SGA. Fires from deep. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Started out strong for three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since. Seeing the opening, George does not hesitate. I mean, just a great move.
And SGA has got the ball here for the Thunder. Dort, left side. Here's Wallace. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
That's an example of great defense. His teammates love that about him. Always why the shooters struggle against this guy.
To the inside. Dort finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Wallace outside. Back to SGA. Right at the free throw line. Utah with the rebound. Next game, they'll get to take on the Lakers in Los Angeles. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And there's no question George can fill it up. For him, it's about focusing on shooting good percentages.
And that one misses. And the more experience George gets, the more confident he looks.
Well, Keontae George is an excellent athlete. He's got positional size to play the lead guard, but he's got to develop as a playmaker. He took that step this past season, and we know this. The guy is elite athletically. Like, there's a lot of good building blocks here.
Oklahoma City has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort, and it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. That's good from Dort.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
Jazz trail by 3. George with it. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Chicago.
Boy, and defensively, he had them off balance. He was able to come away with 4 steals.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Holmgren outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And right here on the 2K leaderboard, the best rebounding teams of the past 10 games. 5th best, Utah.
And over the last 10 games, this team has brought it to the glass. Everyone is getting involved and trying to help one another secure boards.
And he makes a first. Well, Grant, you look up and down this Thunder roster. It is just loaded with winning players.
Yeah, B.A. Guys who are going to make the right play, defend their spot, move without the ball. I mean, they've built something special in OKC, piece by piece.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
This is a guy who will happily go to the line if that's what the defense wants to give him.
George against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Bailey. Dort with a steal. It's a one-on-one situation. Oh, can't convert the two-handed jam. Jazz trail by 5. Markkanen for 3. Buries it from 3. Markkanen's got 17.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Wallace. Nurkic against Hartenstein. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Dort outside. 6 on the shot clock. Gilgeous-Alexander. That one's good from the corner. And that's now 28 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, that's a quick strike from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. In catch-and-shoot situations, those scoring instincts are right on point.
Back to George. Pass to Markkanen. George outside. The 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds now.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
SGA passes to Hartenstein. A minute 9 left in the second quarter. Outside, SGA. SGA explodes to the rim.
Boy, the length of SGA. Get off your feet, young fella.
Pass to Mikhailuk. And here's the fast break. The pull-up. It's rebounded by George. And so George will bring it up for Utah. 6-point game. There's 37 seconds left in the first half of this one. Now here's Markkanen. Clock at 6. Mikhailuk, the pass to Bailey. And the 3 off target. Thunder leading by 6.
It would be smart to hold for the final shot.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance at momentum away from your opponent.
You know, Dort doesn't show a lot of love to the mid-range, but he's smart to not completely overlook it.
And here's Markkanen. Shoot from the elbow. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for the Thunder. He's been an offensive force, now with over 30 points after the quarter.
And it's time for your fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot. Oh, someone left the window open. One more time, a round of applause.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far.
You look at the Jazz, they've been one of the bigger disappointments so far in the early goings. Some people thought they might be an elite team, and we haven't seen that at all. But the good news is there's still plenty of room and time to turn it around.
And turning our attention to the first half of our game tonight, bit of a rocky start for the Jazz.
Well, they're getting up a lot of threes, but the percentages are not the best.
Yeah, that defense can live with them shooting in the low 30s. They got to create better looks. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Jazz trail by 8. And on the floor for Mark Daigneault starting the second half. 2 big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. SGA and Wallace are the backcourt. And it's Dort in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Mikhailuk. No points so far. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
George, no good. Thunder leading by 10. Dort outside. Hartenstein a screen. Dort, the pass to Hartenstein. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Nurkic with some nice D. Markkanen inside. Holmgren's there. Markkanen misses.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Here's Wallace. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. This is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
Shooting for Oklahoma City, Casey Wallace. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Second free throw, no good. Jazz trail by 11. Pass to Mikhailuk. Dort with a steal. Holmgren outside. 90 seconds into the second half now. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Lauri Markkanen. That's foul number 2 for him. Wallace outside. 6 to shoot. Dort, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over George. Taking it inside. SGA.
Boy, his offensive game has changed the tenor of this basketball game.
Pass to Mikhailuk. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. It's tipped. Dort with a steal. It's 2-on-1. And here's Hartenstein. It's stolen by Nurkic. Now George. 10 points for him. Markkanen outside. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren.
This is sometimes a difficult thing to contend with. Markkanen's got touch, but he's 7 feet. What do you do if you're an interior defender?
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
A key to their victory last time out was his success at the stripe.
That's good for Markkanen.
Obviously, we've seen Lauri Markkanen make a considerable leap. This guy goes from role player to all-star talent.
Markkanen hits them both.
He's one of the league's best free throw shooting bigs. A performance like this certainly proves it.
Pass to Dort, back to SGA. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Now Holmgren, beyond the arc. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's George. Markkanen with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low. Oh, look at the fin with the finish. Lauri Markkanen.
Well, we know Markkanen can flat score the basketball, and right now he's got his rhythm going.
SGA passes to Holmgren. SGA against George. With the step back. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Holmgren. 5 on the clock. Dort outside. Let's go with a 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. Here's Bailey. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Hartenstein against Nurkic. Shots blocked.
Man, tough defense from Isaiah Hartenstein. He's not having it at the rim.
Crafty move. And they recover it. Second shot opportunity. Gilgeous-Alexander no good.
Boy, he had a clear look at it. Ooh, you hate to miss chippies like that.
And Nurkic with the basket on the assist by Bailey. Nurkic has got 7 points.
Forget about Nurkic not minding contact. This guy invites contact.
Dort outside. Pass to Hartenstein. To the paint. Here's Wallace. And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Thunder.
They feel like they have an advantage inside, and so far they have done an excellent job exploiting it.
I think the other thing they've done exceptionally well tonight is shoot the mid-range and take advantage of those opportunities. Anytime they're given a look, they have delivered.
And he knocks down the first one. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Jazz. They trail by 9, and so Will Hardy calls the timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. You look at the Thunder, things stacking up nicely for them so far. #1 in their conference and looking formidable. And of course, there's Utah, now 7.5 games back.
Looking at Oklahoma City, I think we all knew they were going to be a dangerous team, but to their credit, they have lived up to those expectations. They're just not a team you want to face right now.
Yeah, and there really hasn't been any feeling out process for them at the start of the season. They were in peak form immediately.
Now here's Markkanen. 21 points in the game. Pass to George. And here's Bailey for 3. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 4 assists now tonight.
A growing aspect of George's game. He's working to become a strong facilitator.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. George defending. And he makes it on the layup. Hartenstein's got his second basket on the night.
I'll tell you an underrated thing right there. How effective that screen was. It just creates a lane to the cup.
George for 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. When this game is done, they'll be off to New Orleans as they take on the Pelicans. That'll be the back end of a 3-game road trip. Wallace misses.
With that much room around him, it's hard to imagine he could have gotten a better shot.
George against Gilgeous-Alexander. George outside. Markkanen with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Now here's Wallace. Not a lot of room. Pass to SGA. And SGA throws it down.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy just never lets up.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
And the big finish by Holmgren.
And in transition, Holmgren has speed, but he also plays under control.
When it comes to the scoring ability of Chet Holmgren, there's a lot to talk about, Doris.
Oh, come on, B.A. This guy is 7'1" and a sweet shooter from long range. He can put it on the deck and get to the mid-range. He can finish at the rim. Oh, my goodness. Look out.
Pass to Hartenstein. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. Another shot. It's deflected. Now here's George. Watched by Wallace. George outside. win the cold spell. That doesn't go either for George.
Boy, I don't love his shot selection tonight. You've got to work for better looks.
Dort, the pass to Holmgren. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. A big triple. Gilgeous-Alexander.
His first 3 of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
Pass to Bailey. Now here's Markkanen. This one for 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Hartenstein's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And here's SGA. Back to Hartenstein. Goes up on the baseline. It's good. Hartenstein's got 4 points in the quarter. Jazz trail by 17. Pass to Nurkic. And Nurkic throws it down.
That's just about size right there. Big Nurk, get up and get down.
Wallace outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside, deflects the pass. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Just an easy finish for Hartenstein. We talk about high percentage look. Yes, sir.
Pass to Mikhailuk. And that one is hammered home.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And a new group getting ready for Utah. Filipowski, he's checked in for Nurkic. Hendricks comes in for Lauri Markkanen. Sensabaugh is checked in for Bailey. And it's Collier in for Mikhailuk. So Oklahoma City going with almost an entire new group here. Wiggins, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Caruso comes in for Dort. Joe's checked in for Wallace. And Mitchell subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Thunder leading by 15. Now here's Mitchell. A go-to option for this team. He puts up nearly 17 a game.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Mitchell, the pass to Holmgren. Caruso outside. From behind the arc. He drops it from range. Caruso's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. It's an 18-point game. Pass to Collier. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Personal foul.
It's going to be on Isaiah Joe. On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Isaiah Collier taking 2 shots.
And he drops the first. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for George. Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Joe. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Thunder leading by 16. A minute 42 left in the third quarter. The shot's good from SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 41.
Oh, he's been a man on a mission, and there's nothing that's slowing him down.
Here's Collier. Give him 8 points now. It's Markkanen on the wing. 4-3. The rebound by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA's got 8 rebounds in the game. To the middle. Tipped. Here's Collier. Mitchell grabs a miss. Here's the break. Here's Wiggins. And there it is for him. Wiggins has got 6.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Hendricks. Filipowski with it. Clock at 6. Utah moving the ball around. For 3, Collier. Oklahoma City grabs the miss. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock.
Jazz foul. Taylor Hendricks. First personal foul.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T connected cam? .23 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Here's Caruso. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got 3 assists now in this one. Utah has gone just 1 of 6 from long distance here in the third. The shots just aren't falling. Here's Markkanen. Williams grabs the board. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City.
Man, good whistle there.
Kyle Filipowski. Second.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
Team foul. Shooting for the Thunder, Aaron Wiggins. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And Wiggins drops them both. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder. A huge 24-point lead for them. Really mucking it up on defense. Active hands, multiple efforts, forcing turnovers. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. We've got Lauri Markkanen. Collier is out there with Filipowski, and it's Hendricks in at the 4. That's the group for Utah right now. Filipowski with it. Now Wiggins defending.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
There's the block and the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Well, Doris, for teams looking to trade away a big money player, it seems the landscape is getting more challenging.
BA, to me, roster construction is one of the single most difficult things in this league. First and foremost, there are rules in place that restrict salary acquisition. The other piece of this is there are now second aprons in place. So it's not just roster construction, it's sustaining a quality roster over time and keeping that continuity. Success in this league is tough.
Both free throws good for Mitchell. And for the Jazz, they're shooting at about 44% so far. Here's Collier. Here's Markkanen. And Markkanen with the stuff.
Well, this shows you how dynamic Lauri Markkanen is as a scorer. If he feels good, boy, the numbers come in a hurry.
Right side, SGA. And they get it back. Wiggins outside. Shot's good. SGA making the play.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander relentless at getting into the paint, and that's what you want. The kick out to three off that paint touch.
Here's Collier. Pass to Markkanen. They set the pick. The three is up. The rebound by Wiggins. Wiggins got 5 rebounds tonight.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Yeah, I love that they maintain the defensive energy even when they're behind.
There's the triple. Oh, the Thunder, another three.
Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Pass to Hendricks. Here's Sensabaugh. 6 on the shot clock. And that one's good. Markkanen.
He tore it up from downtown in the first half. Now hits this one. Dangerous shooter, guys.
Outside Mitchell. There's a screen by Wiggins. Here's Mitchell, plenty of space. Count it. Wiggins has got 12 points here in the second half.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Here's Collier. Markkanen outside. Here's the three. And again, it's Utah with a three.
Putting on a shooting clinic from deep. He had that huge first half, and he's still rolling.
Outside, SGA. From outside the arc. Utah grabs the miss. Pass to Collier. And you think about the Defensive Player of the Year award. It tends to go to big men. Any thought of dividing the award into two? Maybe one for perimeter players and the other for big men?
Absolutely not, Brian. What we need to do is consider that the single most important thing it is for your defense nightly is guarding the best point guards or wings in the league. And the voters have got to understand it can't only be about big men.
And the first one at the line is good. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Utah. Then for Oklahoma City, Isaiah Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. And Jang subbed in for Wiggins. So he gets them both.
And they've done well from the free throw line this half. No misses yet.
And here's SGA. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's stolen by Nurkic. Down low. Here's Filipowski. Blocked! Outside Mitchell. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Well, one thing fans always have opinions about is NBA officiating.
Listen, I'm going to let the fans go crazy. What I recognize is officiating is one of the toughest jobs in the world.
Take a break.
This
Take a
game
break.
moves so
Two
quickly.
shots.
They are making decisions in real time at sometimes very difficult angles. I am here to support the officials all the way.
The first one falls, and with the cap, many teams looking for cheap young players to fill the bench. How does that affect the mid-level vets?
Again, BA, I go back to how difficult roster construction and sustaining a quality roster are. The mention of youth here is about, listen, you have to hope your draft choices work out well, and you have to hope your young players develop quickly because they are on team-friendly contracts.
The Jazz have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Pass to Nurkic. Here's Collier. Here's Markkanen. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Markkanen's got 14 points now in the second half. Outside, SGA spins. It's Wiggins on the wing. Jacks up a 3. Shot's good. SGA making the play. SGA's got 6 assists in the game.
Boy, this guy has been a completely different player in this half of basketball. Incredible.
Here's Collier. Here's Filipowski. And he lays it up and in.
Boy, despite his efficiency, they just can't get over the hump.
Thunder leading by 22. To the inside. Oh, deflected. Wiggins outside. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
You know, put a rough first half behind him. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second.
For Utah, they've gotten 6 of 8 shots to fall during this fourth. Pass to Markkanen. And the Jazz tack on 2 more.
Can't blame the deficit on him. He's been scoring at will this period.
Here's SGA. Outside for Mitchell. Hartenstein a screen. The 3. And it's Mitchell. The miss.
Boy, if he ever finds his footing, they'll be in even better shape. Right now, his teammates carrying him.
Nurkic. And the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
A different look for Utah. Bailey's checked in for Filipowski. Mikhailuk comes in for Sensabaugh. And it's George in for Collier. Then for Oklahoma City, Holmgren. He's checked in for Wiggins. Lou Dort comes in for Caruso. And it's Wallace in for Mitchell. George against SGA. Count it. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 43 points.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for, consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Now here's Markkanen. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren.
Lauri Markkanen, remember, 7-footer with incredible touch, just using his size well.
And he knocks down the first one. There are usually 1 or 2 mid-season coaching changes in the NBA every year. Can those energize the team, Grant?
You know, BA, we've seen it give teams a boost in the past, but only on occasion. Usually it's a last-ditch effort in a doomed season or simply just turning the page.
He makes 1 or 2 that time.
And guys, Markkanen, there's no question about his offensive talent. His skill set is the perfect match for the way the game is played today. Boy, what a sweet pass. That one on time and on target.
And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. Markkanen outside. Pass to Mikhailuk. Fires for three. The Jazz again can't hit.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 7 of 12 shots to drop in this fourth quarter. Double team on SGA. Hardenstein passes to Wallace. Back to Hardenstein. Holmgren outside. Here's Wallace. Misses the three. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. To the paint. And stolen by Holmgren. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. Dort, the pass to Holmgren. Here's Bailey. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And Utah has possession. Following the bucket by the Thunder. It's George on the wing. SGA covering. George against Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
This is what you love about Isaiah Hartenstein. You're going to get big-time defensive plays.
Dort for three. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Bailey, the pass to George. Grant, you look at some of the rule changes in recent years. Does it seem to you like coaches' challenges are here to stay?
You know, B.A., it does. And I think that's a good thing. You know, I can think of a few calls I would have liked to challenge in my day. So it's a nice option to have.
I'll tell you, if you're Gilgeous-Alexander and you can get out in transition and get yourself an easy bucket, boy, that's money in the bank.
Throws it up high. Dort with a steal. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Gotta push him farther out than this.
Markkanen outside. Pass to Bailey. Now George.
Their poor ball handling is really costing them. They've given up 4 points off turnovers.
So Oklahoma City ends up going with a new group. Oklahoma City has gone 4 of 8 from three-point land during the fourth. Wiggins with a screen on George. On the wing, Mitchell. George defending. Outside Mitchell. Rebounded by the Jazz. Nurkic has got rebound number 11. Here's Mikhailuk, covered by Joe. The shot by Mikhailuk, no good.
If you're a defender, your job is to make life hard on an excellent shooter. Great defense there.
2 minutes.
Here's Mitchell, and that one hits the back iron. Utah's got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. Here's Markkanen. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it. 36 points for Lauri Markkanen.
Boy, the man from Finland is very confident in that jumper. Markkanen, no doubt.
Mitchell against George. And here's Mitchell. Outside, Williams. Here's Caruso. And he drops that one in.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Thunder.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And this is a nice victory for them. It's win number 14 of the year. And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Boy, it's not just the scoring he gave them. It was the efficiency with which he did it.
It's blocked. And it's out of bounds.
Thunderball.
They say it was last touched by Bailey. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Here's Joe. Wiggins outside. Shot clock at 3. Looking to end this cold spell. It's rebounded by George. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
George against Mitchell. Pass to Wiggins. Back to Mitchell. Oh, got a piece of it. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
The shot won't fall.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And so Oklahoma City takes this one, and by a big margin. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. And now let's take a